ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. One disciple has asked his master this question: Master, what is self-love and what steps we should take to cultivate that love? Then the master replied as follows: My dear, by showing your appreciation to a product, you are showing your appreciation, in fact, to the manufacturer of that product. By condemning the product, you are showing your condemnation to the manufacturer of that product. Similarly, if you are a believer in God, by loving yourself, you are showing your appreciation to the wisdom that has created you. By appreciating yourself, you are showing your love towards the wisdom that has created you. So, by loving the child, you have already earned the love of the parents. Similarly, by loving yourself, you are eligible for the love of the Father, and you need not do anything separately. So, by despising the child, you are losing the love of the parents. By condemning yourself, you are moving away from the love of the great Father. So, the point here to be understood is self-love is not selfishness. Self-love is an interconnectedness with the universe. So, self-love is inspired from within, and it has got a quality of its own, and you delight tremendously when you connect yourself with the love of the self that is your inner being. So, you start comparing yourself with others. See, an orange is an orange. When compared to an apple, you see the orange in a low esteem, but you must remember only one thing, that apple is the only apple. It is very unique, and orange is the only orange. It is unique. Its taste, its color, its appearance, its form, everything is unique. Either the apple or the orange or any other fruit. So, when you are born, the world has heard a voice which is so unique, which it has never heard before. You are rare, you are the original, you are the unique. People say that the lines in your palm are unique, and there is only one planet which is inhabited with life, and that is only Earth. Similarly, it is only you are original and you are unique. Then why do you draw? What for? You draw comparison with others and cause yourself to unnecessary misery and suffering. Realize that you are the only one in the whole universe. You are the unique, and the wisdom that has created you, it knows what it is doing through you. It knows, it plans, it executes. You are only an instrument of the divine. So, if you do not love yourself, you will not be able to enjoy the love of the world also. Because how do you know the love of the world unless you know and you love yourself? So, love yourself, appreciate yourself in small ways. See, because you are unique, and this is the fundamental principle to remember, that you are unique, as already told, and this fundamental principle is the key to celebrate and cherish yourself. Celebrate in small ways every victory. Appreciate yourself for every small or tiny achievements or realizations, or in whichever way it inspires you to cherish and celebrate. The life is precious and you are unique. So, that is the principle and the reality of self-love. See, if you are in an environment where self-love is misquoted and misunderstood as selfishness, please remember the quotes of the enlightened souls. Lord Mahavira has said, live and let live. First, live. You can live only by loving yourself, and then that paves the way to love others. Then Lord Jesus Christ has quoted, love thy neighbor as yourself. So, if you want to love your neighbor, first you have to love yourself. Then only you can love others. So, somehow since childhood we are taught only to love others. So, unless you become a self-centered man, unless you become a self-centric, overflowing with love and happiness, how can you share your happiness with others? How can you love others when you do not love yourself? So, sharing happens, flowing happens from an overflowing river of love and happiness. When it flows to the invisible hearts of the people in and around you. So, be a center of your love, self-love. Then you draw the rest of the world into the circumference of that love. So, when you only become the center of love, then you can draw the rest of the world into the circumference of that center. So, love all, live well, share your happiness with all. See, selfishness is when you do not love yourself, and when your love flows towards others, then the ego rises. When you focus your love on others, except yourself, then it becomes a cause for raising the ego. So, once you start connecting with your inner being, and in the self-love, that is a consequence of the realization of your self, then it flows, it transforms you. That love transforms you, transcends you from the petty and false ego. So, then the love embraces all the weaknesses of others. The love, when you love others, when in the self-love, you start transforming your weaknesses, your limitations into divine love, and that love engulfs within you and all around. It spreads the fragrance throughout the universe. That is the love of the self-realized beings. Remember, no saint has a past. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. So, the guilt which you carry, you have to drop in the flame of the self-love. The guilt drops away itself, and all your whatever the hidden tendencies, attitudes, they all become engulfed in the flame of your self-love, and you become a light to yourself, and the self guides you, being in tune with you always, and that is the divine awareness and realization. So, that is the power of self-love. Thank you.